Imagine it is 3 in the morning. You are wide awake, your heart is beating fast, and your mind is running through every bill, every account, every decision you have made since you stopped working. This is not a nightmare. This is what retirement anxiety feels like for millions of Americans right now. And here's the part that keeps so many older adults up at night. Most of that worry comes from a small set of choices, not 20 different things, not 100, just 10. 10 decisions that, when made the right way, can turn restless nights into restful ones. Stick with me. I am going to walk you through all 10. By the end, you will have a clear list of moves that real retirees have used to protect their savings. You will lower your taxes, and you will finally sleep well at night. If this is making sense to you so far, do me a quick favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Every week, I break down another piece of the retirement puzzle. That way, you can keep more of your hard-earned money right where it belongs, with you. Now, I want to tell you about Bob. Bob worked for 38 years at the same factory in Ohio. He did everything he was told was the right thing. He paid into Social Security every single paycheck. He saved in his 401k. He even paid off his house 2 full years before he retired. Bob thought he had it all figured out. Then Bob turned 62, the very day he could start Social Security, and he signed up right away. Bob also kept most of his savings sitting in a regular bank account, earning next to nothing. And when a salesman at a free dinner offered him an annuity he did not understand, Bob said yes because it sounded safe. Within 3 years, Bob was losing sleep almost every night. His monthly income was smaller than he had pictured. His tax bill was bigger than he had planned, and a chunk of his money was locked up in a product he could not touch without paying a fee. Bob did not do anything wrong on purpose. Bob just made 10 common decisions the wrong way. And almost none of them had to happen that way. And here is what makes Bob's story so important. Bob did not pick bad products because he was careless. Bob picked them because nobody walked him through his 10 big decisions before he retired. Bob never asked the right questions, and Bob never had a simple, plain English checklist sitting in front of him. The good news for you? You do. The 10 decisions we are about to cover are the same ones that good financial planners walk their best clients through every single week, and you can walk through them yourself, starting right now, right here. If this information is clicking for you, I want you to do one quick thing. Hit the like button on this video. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps more retirees just like you find this video when they need it most. Now let us get into decision number 1. Decision number 1 is when you actually start your Social Security. This is the single largest financial choice most retirees will ever make. Take it too early and you lock in a smaller monthly payment for life. Wait too long and you might miss out on years of income you actually need. The break-even age between starting at 62 and waiting all the way until 70 sits right around age 78. If you expect to live past that age, waiting almost always pays you more money in total. The earliest you can start Social Security is 62. Your full retirement age is 67 if you were born in 1960 or later. And if you delay past full retirement age all the way to 70, you earn 8% a year in delayed retirement credits. For 2026, the maximum monthly benefit at age 70 is expected to be over $4,800. That is real money. Every single month. For the rest of your life. I want to hear from you right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you planning to take Social Security at 62, at 67, or wait until 70? Your story might help someone else watching this right now and trying to make the same call. Decision number 2 is about Medicare, and this one trips up more people than anything else we will cover today. Most Americans become eligible for Medicare when they turn 65, but if you miss your enrollment window for any reason, you can face permanent premium penalties that last as long as you live. That is not a small problem. The initial enrollment window opens 3 full months before your 65th birthday. It closes 3 full months after. That gives you 7 months total to sign up. And here is the part most folks do not know. Your Medicare choices are not locked in stone. Every single year, during the open enrollment period that runs from October 15th to December 7th, you can change your plan. For 2026, the standard Medicare Part B premium is expected to land right around $185 a month. That number ticks up or down each year. So you must check the new figure every fall and make sure your plan still fits your needs. Can I ask you something real quick? Have you already picked your Medicare plan for 2026, or are you still sorting through your options? Drop your answer in the comments. Your experience is going to help other people who are sitting in the exact same spot as you right now. Now, decision number 3 is one nobody loves to talk about. It is debt. If you are still carrying high interest debt into your retirement years, every single monthly payment is money that you cannot spend on yourself. That is money the credit card company is going to keep. The smart move is to wipe out high interest debt before you stop working for good. Credit cards, store cards, personal loans, pay those off first. Then comes the car loan. Then comes the mortgage. Now, paying off your mortgage before retirement is a big goal for many people, but it is not always the very first thing to chase. If your mortgage rate is low and your investments earn more, sometimes keeping the mortgage and investing the difference is the smarter play. Talk through the right order with someone you trust before you make that call. Decision number 4 is one you do not hear about very often. It is your withdrawal rate. Once your money is in retirement, how much should you actually take out each year? The old rule of thumb used to be 4%. But with people living longer and prices higher than ever, many planners now suggest 3 to 3.5%, especially if you retire in your 60s. For a portfolio worth $500,000, 4% gives you $20,000 a year. 3.5% gives you $17,500. The lower your withdrawal rate, the safer your money lasts. And the more you sleep at night without worrying about running out. Let me tell you about Linda. Linda retired at 65 with a little over $800,000 saved across her retirement accounts. Linda kept her withdrawal rate steady at about 3.5%. Linda took out roughly $28,000 a year on top of her Social Security. Within the first 5 years of retirement, Linda's account actually grew, even with the withdrawals, because her investments kept working and the market did its job. Linda now sleeps 8 full hours a night, almost every single night. Bob, from our earlier story, sleeps 5 hours if he is lucky. Same age, same country, same approximate starting point. Different 10 decisions, very different sleep at the end of the day. If you are finding this helpful at all, make sure you hit subscribe right now, because next week I am going to dive even deeper into another retirement strategy that can protect your savings in ways most people never hear about. You do not want to miss that one. Decision number 5 is about where you live. The place you call home in retirement affects your taxes, your daily cost of living, and even your healthcare options. Some states have absolutely no state income tax. Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Nevada, and a handful of others keep more money in your pocket every single year. Other states tax your retirement income, including your Social Security check. If you have any flexibility at all, moving to a lower tax state can save you thousands of dollars a year, year after year. And even moving across the street into a different county can sometimes change your property tax bill in a meaningful way. Think about this decision well before your retirement date, not at the last minute after you have already stopped working. Decision number 6 is one of the hardest, but maybe one of the most important of all. It is long-term care. Most people do not want to talk about it. They do not want to think about nursing homes or in-home care. But the cost of a nursing home in 2026 can easily run over $100,000 every single year. Without a clear plan, that cost comes straight out of your savings, 1 month at a time until the bucket is empty. Long-term care insurance is one option. Hybrid life insurance policies that include long-term care riders are another option. There is also the path of self-insuring by keeping a separate bucket of money set aside just for care costs in your later years. Whatever you choose, do not skip this decision quietly. It is the one that families wish they had made before they needed it. If you know someone who really needs to hear this information today, do me a favor and share this video with them. A quick text, an email, a forward to a family group chat. It might be the most helpful thing you do for them all week long. Decision number 7 is your tax strategy in retirement. Pulling money out of the wrong account at the wrong time can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars in taxes you did not expect. Most retirees have 3 kinds of accounts. They have a taxable brokerage account. They have traditional IRAs or 401k plans, and they have Roth accounts. The smart move is often to draw from your taxable account first, then from your traditional accounts, and let your Roth money grow tax-free for as long as the rules allow. Roth conversions done in your lower income years can also lower your future tax bill in a big way. For 2026, the standard deduction for a single filer is expected to be around $15,000. For a married couple filing together, it is expected to be around $30,000. Know these numbers. They matter to your bottom line. Decision number 8 is your estate plan. Every adult needs a will. Every retiree needs more than just a will. You also need a power of attorney for finances. You need a healthcare directive that names the exact person you trust to make medical calls for you if you cannot speak for yourself. You need a named beneficiary on every single account, from your bank account to your 401k. And you need to update all of these papers every 3 to 5 years, or any time your life takes a big turn. Death and disability are not fun to think about, but having these papers signed and filed away is one of the most peaceful decisions you will ever make for the people you love. Decision number 9 is your emergency cushion. Even in retirement, you need real cash. Experts often suggest keeping at least 12 months of basic expenses sitting in a savings account you can reach in one single day. Why? Because the stock market does not care about your timeline. If the market drops 30% right after you retire, you need cash to cover your bills. That way, you do not have to sell your investments while they are down. That cushion is what buys you breathing room. And breathing room is what buys you sleep. Before we wrap this all up, if you have not already, please hit subscribe right now. I have so much more to share with you in the weeks ahead, and I really do not want you to miss a single video. Decision number 10 is the one no financial advisor will put on a spreadsheet. It is about staying connected to other people. Loneliness is one of the biggest health risks facing older Americans today. Studies show that chronic loneliness raises your risk of heart disease. It also raises your risk of dementia, and it shortens your life expectancy in a serious way. The retirement decision about who you spend time with might be the most important one of all. Pick up the phone and call an old friend. Join a club at your local library. Volunteer once a week at a school or a food bank. These choices do not show up on your balance sheet, but they show up in your blood pressure readings, and they show up in how deeply you sleep at night. Now let me pull it all together for you. Here are the 3 most important takeaways from everything I just shared. First, when you start, your Social Security matters more than almost any other retirement choice you will make. The difference between starting at 62 and waiting until 70 can mean well over $100,000 in lifetime income, depending on your situation. Second, your Medicare choices, your annual withdrawal rate, and your overall tax strategy all work together like gears in one machine. One bad call in any one area can hurt the others. Pay attention to all 3 at the same time. And third, the most overlooked retirement decision is your emergency cash cushion. That is what keeps you from making panicked moves when the market drops, when an unexpected medical bill lands in your mailbox, or when a family member suddenly needs help. You hold the power here. You just need to know how to use it. At the end of the day, a peaceful retirement is really about keeping as much of your own money in your own pocket. That is the whole game. Make the 10 decisions on this list the right way, and you will spend far less time worrying and far more time living. So go out there, make those phone calls, update those papers, run those numbers carefully, and do not skip any of the 10, even the ones that feel small. Next week, we are going to cover exactly how to lower your Medicare bills in 2026 with one simple move that most retirees never hear about. You really do not want to miss that one. Until next time, keep retiring smart. Leave me a comment below and tell me which one of these 10 decisions you are going to look into first. I read every single comment, and I genuinely love hearing from you. If this video helped you today, please share it with a friend or a family member who needs this information, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep meeting right here every single week.